Hello student, how are you? I am Arun Sir, qualification Bachelor of Engineering from Jadavpur University. Welcome to my channel Tuition Expert. In this class, I will teach you the vector addition and subtraction. Just follow my class step by step and I will assure you that you will pass the NEET exam or IIT JEE Advanced. Don't require any teacher or coaching class. Now let's start the vector addition and subtraction. Suppose here is a block and two force acting at an angle 60 degree. Suppose this is 30 kg block. Now, if you ask that what is the total force act on the body, students generally say that the total force is 20 plus 10, 30 Newton. But this is not correct. Scalar, then we can say that 20 plus 10 equal to 30. But this is vector quantity. So vector addition is different from the scalar addition. So how can find the resultant of the two vector? There are another three rule. First rule is triangle rule, parallelogram law, then polygon law. There are three laws. So first we discuss the parallelogram law. This is important very parallelogram law. Then we discuss the triangle law. What is parallelogram law or how we find the resultant of the two force? Just parallelogram law say that if a parallelogram is constructed by the two sides with the help of two sides. So this is the parallelogram. Now the diagonal represents, this is the diagonal. The diagonal represents the addition of two vector, two force. The diagonal both in magnitude and direction represent the two resultant of two vectors. Now law of parallelogram in details. It states that if two vectors are two vectors acting at a point simultaneously, are represented by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram both in magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction, then the diagonal passing through that point represents the diagonal passing through that point represents the resultant of two vector both in magnitude and direction. That is, diagonal represents the resultant of two vectors in magnitude and direction. This is the law, parallelogram law of addition. So this is the statement. Now we find. Now complete the parallelogram with the help of two sides. Draw a line parallel to this and another line. This. So this is the parallelogram. A diagonal represents, this is the diagonal. Diagonal represents the resultant of the two vector. Angle is theta, this angle is alpha. Now suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. Now we find the resultant. To find the resultant, we extend the sides. Extend the sides A. This is A. Extend the side and draw a perpendicular from that point. Draw a perpendicular. Suppose this is D. Now this angle is theta, so here corresponding angle, this is theta. The side is B, so this side is B, because two opposite sides are equal. In parallelogram, two sides are equal, opposite sides. So first we calculate these sides and these sides. So in triangle ACD, sin theta equal to CD by B, so CD equal to B sin theta, and cos theta equal to AD by B, so AD equal to B cos theta. So we get the result CD equal to B sin theta and AD equal to B cos theta. And this side is A, this is A, and this is B cos theta. This is A, this is B cos theta, this is B sin theta. Now from the triangle OCD triangle is a right angle triangle. CD is perpendicular to OD. So this is right angle triangle. Now from right angle triangle, using Pythagoras theorem, OC square, that is R square, equal to OD square plus CD square. What is OD? OD equal to OA plus AD. OA equal to A, AD equal to B cos theta plus CD equal to B sin theta. Okay. Now expand this. A square plus 2AB cos theta plus B square. Take common B square from this, B square. So this is the result. This is R square. Now from OCD triangle, also we can find the direction also. Alpha from OCD triangle, tan alpha equal to perpendicular by base, CD equal to B sin theta, OD equal to A plus B cos theta. So this is the direction. Alpha is direction, and we get the angle alpha using this formula. So this is the important result. R square equal to this. So with the help of parallelogram law, we can find the resultant of any two vector A and B. R equal to, what is R? R equal to actually mod A plus B. So mod A plus B equal to R, which is now some special case. We discuss some special case. Special cases. If two vectors act along same direction, what is the result? Suppose A and B acts in same direction. What is the angle? Here angle is 0 degree. So R equal to, we know cos 0 degree 1. So this result will be A plus B. That is, when two vectors act in same direction, then the resultant just addition of two vector in magnitude. Now if theta equal to 180 degree, that is, this is A and this is B, just opposite. Here angle is 180 degree. Now we know in from maths, cos 180, value of cos 180 is -1. So put here cos 180 equal to -1. That is difference of the vector. Now third case, theta equal to 90 degree. 90 degree. This is the resultant, an angle. So from, in this case, R will be a square plus b square, because cos 90, value of cos 90 is 0. Cos 90 we know 0. So R will be this, and the angle tan alpha will be perpendicular by base b by a. So these are special case. Now triangle of addition. It states that if two vectors are represented by two sides of a triangle, both in magnitude and direction, taken in same order, the closing side, then the closing side taken of the triangle, of that triangle, taken in opposite order, represents the resultant of two vector the third side or closing side represents the resultant of two vectors, both in magnitude and direction. Uh, Resultant will be in both in magnitude and direction. State that suppose this is A and this is B are two sides of a triangle taken in same order. Then the third sides or closing side taken in opposite order, that is this. This represent the addition of two vectors. So A and B, A and B taken in same order, third side taken in opposite order. This is suppose anti-clockwise direction. A and B, the third side represent the clockwise. Then the closing side or third side represent the addition of two vectors. This is the triangle law of addition. So if we calculate the A plus B, magnitude of A plus B, now here what is the angle between A and B? If we shift B, keeping its sides, keeping its direction parallel, this just shift this vector along this, such that two vectors act at same point. Just shift at here such that two vectors act at same point. Now we can use the law of parallelogram, that is parallelogram law. A and B angle, here angle between A and B is theta. So this angle will also be theta. Now we can use the law of parallelogram and we find the resultant of two vector. Previously we got the result maybe cos theta. Triangle of is very important in many cases. Suppose this is A, this is B, and this is C. So what is the result of A plus B plus C? Taken in three sides taken in opposite same direction, same order. So how can we calculate this? To calculate, just to reverse the direction. To reverse the direction, if this is C, then this will be minus C. This is C, so this will be minus C. Minus C. Okay, this will be minus C. So now we use the triangle rule. A plus B equal to minus C. That is A plus B plus C equal to 0. This is the result. Polygon law. Polygon law state that if numbers of vectors are represented by magnitude and direction, by open side of a polygon, then the closing sides the closing side of that polygon represents the resultant of the vector. These are polygon. This is polygon law. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So how can we find the resultant of all the vectors? The closing sides taken in opposite order. The closing side what is the closing side? This taken in opposite order. This represents the addition of all the vector. So we apply the triangle law here. If we construct this, then this will be A plus B. And if we construct this represent, because this is law of triangle, A B taken in same order. This is opposite order. Now these and these are same order. This is opposite order. So by law of triangle, this becomes this. These and these are same order, and these are opposite order. So this plus this represent this. This is polygon rule. Vector subtraction. Suppose this is A and this is B. Angle between A and B is theta. We want to calculate A minus B. So we can write this way. So actually there are no other rule of vector subtraction. Just apply the law of addition. Law of addition. Parallelogram law of addition we can use at here. Just reverse the direction of B. So this becomes minus B. Now we can add the two vector. So we need this angle. This angle will be pi minus theta. Now draw the parallelogram. This is the parallelogram. So this become the a minus b. This is a minus b. Now a minus b, what is the result? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Angle will be pi minus theta. Angle is pi minus theta. Angle between a and minus b will be pi minus theta. So write here pi minus theta. This is the result. Vector I. What is I? I unit vector along x-axis, unit vector along y-axis, z-axis. We can use, suppose we want to calculate same vector can be added, because if we take common I, then this becomes a plus b. So when same vector present, then we can add. We cannot add this. We cannot add this because I and j are different direction, so we cannot add. So 2i plus 3i we can write 5i, but 2i plus 3j we cannot simplify this because these are two different direction. If the vector along same direction, then we can add. Now here are some problems related to vector addition. First, vectors of equal magnitude have a resultant equal to either of them, then the angle between them what? So two vectors of equal magnitude. Let two vector equal magnitude, that is a equal to b, we can write, have a resultant equal to either of them. Resultant. So what is resultant? We can write a plus b. Magnitude of a plus b equal to what? The either of them. That is a or b. Either. This is the language. Magnitude of a plus resultant of the two vector a and b. That is a plus b. The resultant means magnitude. Resultant a plus b, and the magnitude of the resultant is mod of a plus b. This equal to either of the two vector, that is a equal to b. Now we use the formula mod a plus b. Now we can write b equal to a at here. So from this a square. Now cancel this. Cancel from both side. A square. 2 cos theta 1 minus 2 minus 1. Cos theta equal to minus half. Cos 120 degree. The value of minus half is cos 120 degree. In maths you learn this. Theta equal to 120 degree. So this is the answer. Okay. Problem. What? Maximum and minimum values of the resultant. Maximum and minimum values of the resultant of two forces acting at a point are 7 Newton and 3 Newton respectively. What is the smaller force? Suppose two force F1 and F2. Suppose two force F1 and F2 are two forces. The resultant of the two force we know cos theta. Suppose this is F1 and this is F2. angle between them is theta. So resultant of this. Now what is the maximum of the resultant? R maximum will be f1 plus f2. When theta equal to 0 degree, then this is maximum. So this is 7 and R minimum equal to f1 minus f2. This is equal to 3. Now from this we can calculate f1 and f2. So 2f1 equal to 10, f1 equal to 5, and from this f1 equal to 5, that is f2 equal to 5 minus 3, 2. So smaller force is 2, is this. Maximum force is f1 plus f2. You learn this. Maximum force is f1 plus f2 and minimum force is f1 minus f2. The resultant of two forces 2p and 2p is R. If the first force is doubled, then the resultant is also doubled. What is the angle between the two forces? What is the angle between two forces? Suppose angle between two forces is theta. Theta. Now what is R? R equal to, we can write this is R. So this becomes the next step is, if the first force is doubled, then the resultant also doubled. That is 2R when 3p is doubled. 3p is doubled means 6p. Angle, now angle becomes same. Angle becomes same. Angle remains same. The just first force is double. That is 3p becomes 6p, and the resultant becomes 2r. Now we, from this we calculate the angle theta. So this is 1, this is 2, 2 divided by 1, 2, 6, 36p square plus 4p square, 40p square plus 20. Squaring both sides. So take common p square and cancel from numerator and denominator. Just cross multiply 4 into this. This we get this is the answer. Resultant of two forces are perpendicular to small forces. The small force. The other force, the other is double of smaller in magnitude. What is the angle between them? What is the angle between two forces? So what is the problem? The resultant of two forces are perpendicular to smaller force. The other is double of smaller in magnitude. What is the angle between the two forces? So here solution of 4. The resultant of two forces are perpendicular to small force. Now we draw the picture. Suppose this is smaller force, this is other force. Suppose this is smaller force, this is other force. This is smaller force, this is other force. The resultant, this is the resultant. Resultant is perpendicular to small force. This is the diagram of the problem. Now, what is the angle between the two forces? If we calculate this angle, then we can find total angle is 90 plus theta. So, from problem, given that this is F1, given that F2 equal to 2F1, other force is double of small force, F2 equal to 2F1. Now, from the triangle, this triangle, we know this is perpendicular. Sin theta equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, F2 equal to 2F1, F2 equal to 2F1, cancel this, half sin theta equal to sin 30, that is theta equal to 30 degree. So now angle is 30 degree. So you asked the angle between F1 and F2. So the answer is 90 plus 30, that is 120 degree angle. So this is the answer. Answer is 120 degree. Now last problem. What is the angle between A and B? Now just use the formula. Use the formula. Squaring both sides. Cancel this. Here A and B are magnitude of the two vectors. So this cannot be 0. So cos theta must be 0. That is theta equal to 90 degree. This is the answer. Now let's discuss some concept of law of parallelogram. Law of parallelogram is if A and B act at a same point, then the resultant becomes the diagonal. That is the diagonal. This is the resultant. Now, if you asked what is the resultant of the vectors, this. Suppose this is vector A, this is vector B, this is vector C, this is vector D, four vectors, non-localized four vectors are present. What is the resultant? The direction of resultant of D option, this second option, this third option, this fourth option, this. We know that by parallelogram law, the diagonal becomes the resultant of the two vectors A and B. This is the direction of the resultant. So using this law, find the resultant of the all four vectors. So how can you find the direction of all the four vectors? Just we can shift the vector. To determine the resultant of all vectors, all the vectors must act from a same point, that is a, and so shift the vector along this and such that the point will be common, that is shift this vector at here, this is a, shift this vector at here, so this is b. Now c, shift c at that point, this is c, and d at that point, this is d. So all vectors must be start at same common point. Now we can find what is the result. If we know a b cancelled, b, the result of a and b will be this, and c and d, the result of c and d will be this. So now the final result is this direction, final result of this direction, so answer will be this direction, this. The answer cannot be this. The answer will be in this direction. So to find the resultant of all the vector, these are non-localized vector. So to find the result of the all the vectors, all vectors must be start at same common point. Then you can easily, this is 6 Newton, this is 3 Newton, this is 8 Newton, and this is 4 Newton. Angle between these and these is 60 degree. Now what is the resultant of all the forces? What is the resultant of all the forces? So solution is that 6 and 3, sorry, 3 becomes this direction. Solution is that 6 and 3, resultant of 6 and 3 is this direction, this 6 minus 3 at here, and here resultant will be 8 minus 4, 4 in this direction, 4. Now angle becomes, this angle is 60 degree, so this angle will be 120 degree. Now 3 Newton and 4 Newton act, angle between them is 120 degree. So what is the result? Result will be this is the answer. So all the vectors must be start at same common point. Then you can find the resultant of all the vectors. 6 and 3. So all the common points, the common point, that is all the vectors start from the same point. Then you can find easily the resultant of all the vectors. So this is the end of the class. The more difficult problem will be discussed later. Just follow my class step by step and you will pass the NEET exam or IIT exam. I will assure you. Okay, thank you.